Hello, everyone. It's Don from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Thank you for stopping by. This is the weekly reading for the sign of Libra, and it is for the week of November 22nd through the 28th. I shuffled the cards in advance. I'm going to shuffle them a little bit more while I remind you that this is an intuitive reading. What I get from spirit sometimes trumps the cards. Secondly, if it doesn't resonate with you, it's not meant for you. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. So let's get right to it. Notice I have a little bit of a change here. I tried to do something a little different and see how that works. Instead of having the image on the cards and everything else, I'm just going to try to go this way. So give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. And then my feedback, of course, is through my email at advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. Let's get right to it. Libra. The first card, the High Priestess. Love this energy when you see that High Priestess pop up. The second card is the World card. The third card that pops out is the Eight of Swords, and then quickly followed by the Emperor. Underneath the High Priestess card, we have the Magician. Oh my God. This is a lot of major arcana going on here. This is something significant. I'm liking this. And then the Empress. Holy moly. How is this? You have the Emperor, the Empress, the High Priestess, the World, and the Magician. Next card in line is the Ace of Swords. And then the very last card is the King of Swords. So wow. That's all I can say initially when I see this reading. This is exciting. When you see this many major arcana cards, and again, there are out of the 8 cards that are on the board right now in the spread, 5 of them are major arcana. So when you have major arcana cards, remember, major arcana cards are 22 cards. They're 22 cards out of a 78 card deck. So theoretically, statistically, you should have less major arcana cards than other cards. The minor arcana cards, there are 56 of them. And so when you see the number of cards, one thing you have to keep in mind is that when you see a lot of major arcana cards in a reading, then you're looking at a possibility of something that's going to last for a while. The effects of what is going on now will last for a while, to be lingering. And that's what's happening here. First and foremost, we see the High Priestess again. She is your energy right now. And again, when you see the High Priestess and you see energy, anytime you see a tarot energy, if it's male or female, it does not necessarily mean that it's male or female. What it means is that you're bringing that energy of that card, that fire, that whatever. In this case, you're having a very spiritual moment. You've been going through an awakening. You've been going through like a rebirth. You've been going through some issues and some things that you're kind of wondering, okay, it's like, okay, let me think about where I want to go, where I'm going with this, how I'm going to get there, all those things. You're going through a very metaphysical moment. You're saying, okay, you know, this is one of those times you're doing a life check. And you're like, okay, what is next for me? Okay, and that would not be surprising because remember, we just came out of a new moon. We came out of a new moon and we're getting ready to go into a full moon. The new moon is new birth, it's creation. The full moon is like, boom, let's get moving, let's get growing. The energy is crazy. Plus the eclipse is right around the corner. So when you have all of this energy focusing toward you, you can't help but see that something exciting is coming. So I'm so glad that Libra is picking that up. And so Libra, you will benefit from it because your second card is the World card. Love this. The World card says right now, you have options. You have so many options at your fingertips, but you have to reach out to take them. And what is that? We don't know yet. We're going to get to it, hopefully. But one thing that I will tell you is again, you have to make sure this is the one thing: opportunity and knowledge and readiness create this wonderful thing that happens for everybody. And I think you're there. I think that's where you are right now, which is wonderful. Now, the one thing that's causing you some problems is you're indecisive. You can't quite make up your mind right now. For some reason, you feel like if I go this way, I'm screwed. If I go this way, I'm screwed. Move forward, move back, I don't know. You're a bit indecisive right now. And so even though these opportunities are coming toward you, they're coming toward you this week, you're not going to quite understand which way to go because, again, your fear of making a decision. But you've got to stand up. You've got to take control. This is your Emperor card. And when your Emperor card's there, he's like, you know what? I've got this. I've got the power. I control my world. I control my life. I control everything around me. So I am not left at your disposal. I'm not left at having to sit there and wonder what's coming to me. I am going to make it happen. And how am I making it happen? Of course, the magician. The magician says you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. And then when you have that, of course, in conjunction with the world card, you're looking at a combination here that's amazing. So it's saying the world is your oyster, which is over here. The world is your oyster. And as a magician, you can make it happen. So you determine what you want. You make the idea, you make the determination where you're going, what you want to do, how you're going to get there. And then you start it happening. You make it happen. You take control, Emperor. This is your week. Own your power, own your energy, own you. This is the one time you can break through and break free. Now, it's amazing because the other thing that's popping up, of course, is the Empress. The Empress said there's something new. Again, with the Empress, you have Empress energy, you have fertility, you have opportunity, you have newness, you have something going on here. So again, this, whatever this is that's coming toward you, it's going to waken you up. It's going to, again, heighten your senses. It's going to give you a spiritual awakening. It's going to make you a happy person, but it's also teaching you a lesson in logic and in way of your thinking. Apparently, again, you have been thinking about, you've been thinking like this. I can't decide. I don't know which way to go. I don't have the confidence. Well, guess what? It's time to stop that crap. It's time to take control because, first of all, the Emperor is here. And so when the Emperor pops up, of course, we know what the Emperor is telling us. Own your power, be in your power. And more importantly, this is the logic. And so this is new logic, a new way of thinking. And that new way of thinking is, you know what? I'm tired of not making decisions. So it's time to make a decision. Libra, it's time to step up. And of course, there's the King of Swords. Take control. Take control. Again, this is the decision-making card. So this lesson, this big lesson here is the most important to take from this card reading is that this week is a week for you to change your way of thinking. You're coming into a new year. You're coming to a whole lot of new energy. This is the time to stand up and say, you know what? I'm no longer going to be at somebody else's mercy. I'm going to take control of my life. I'm going to take control of my destiny, and I'm going to take control of which way I move forward as I navigate the waters of my life. And that's exactly what's happening here. That's exactly the reading you're getting here. Now let's pause a little forward. Let's move a little forward. And this is the Two of Swords. And again, when you see the Two of Swords, it's saying the same thing. You can't make decisions. That's going away. That's going away. You're rising above it. This is the Six of Wands. You're rising above it. You're moving beyond it because you realize where you are. You realize the stagnation that it brings you, and you are going to move forward. You're not going to let this wear on you any longer. It's time to make a change. And look at this. It's a good change for you. When you see this is the Lover's card, a union card. In this case, it's a union card. It's a union of you and this new way of thinking. What new way of thinking? The new way of thinking that you own your power. Okay. Again, this is a new way of thinking, and this is a wise way of thinking. So again, this suits you very well. It may take a little while to get comfortable with the fact that now you're taking control, but I'm telling you, it will be a benefit for you. And then I see the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. The Hierophant. The Hierophant's like, you know what? This is natural. This is natural for you. You're stepping into something that is part of you. It's part of your life path. It's part of your destiny. This is not news to you. It's not a surprise. It's just that you have somehow over the past little bit of time have been beaten down, have let life kind of taking control of you, and you don't have confidence in your decisions. You don't have confidence in in which way you should move and which way you should not move and whatever else. You're all over the place because again, the confidence is gone. But guess what? That's changed. That's changed. This is a wonderful reading. I love this reading. And look at this. When I see this card, it's like you have been you've been frustrated because again, you're heartbroken at the fact that you feel stuck. You feel trapped. You feel, because again, you can't make decisions, but you will. You will. And again, it's going to make you happiness with, again, this new thought process, this new way of deciding and making decisions and letting things go. And it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. This is the overall energy. It's going to take a while for you to get used to this. It's going to be comfortable with this because again, it's not something you've been used to for a while. Your confidence was shot. Get that confidence back. This is that time. So I am so excited for you. Libra, this is a wonderful reading. Take this, own this if it resonates with you. And I'm thinking it's going to resonate with a lot of people because this is an energy that's overwhelming. And these are a lot of major arcana cards. So when you see this many major arcana cards, you know that you're on to something big. So let me know how it resonates with you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, definitely subscribe. I appreciate that. But if you also like the video, it helps because the more you like it, the more people that hit the like, the more that it gets out on the aggregate and the algorithm and other people can see it. And I love sharing my gifts with people and helping as many people as I can. So let's reach out to the world. Click that like button and that subscribe button. And I will talk to you next week with yet another Sonoran Mystic Tarot weekly reading. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great one.